And I will start recording. Here we go. So the later Robert Rick will have to wait. And let's go right into the game. Of course, this is the Seed 1 team. Relax Yuli with Ulysses, Bluebee, and Admiral versus CINC, which is CINC, Reptilia, and Andy, I think, is hiding behind that Ronaldo nick. And we will have to see how this game develops. I hope for some aggressive play style here. We see already Admiral being the sniper is almost inside red base. So it's a good start for the aggressiveness at least. Of course we have one sniper team against one all SMG team. And we will probably see a lot of red team dying, because that's usually what happens when you're always tagged. But that doesn't usually mean that they will score, because it's harder to actually get the flag and get away when you have a sniper. So we're waiting for the first flag capture here, and my tip is that, or my guess would be that it's gonna take a while before we see any team touch a flag here. This is like the first time CINC's team has gotten across half map so far, but this time they actually have two players in a pretty good position, but they just died. So, and of course, well, they did touch the flag. The orange Relax Ulysses guy is Bluebee, and the yellow one is Ulysses. So as you see, Yule is not playing with flamethrower, which is otherwise his normal weapon, but I think actually this server has some kind of weird flamethrower settings. I don't really understand, but it means that he plays SMG at least. And as far as I know, he's been practicing it, so I think he's gonna do just fine, even without his flamethrower. Two and a half minutes into the game, not much happening. Pretty much looks like I thought it would look. CINC's team, of course, doing a good job against the number 1 seed, or top seed I should say, because number 1 seed was actually OTA, who are the reigning champions, but they got randomed into 2nd seed. But I don't expect Relax Yuli team to win this easily. In fact, I'm not gonna say I don't know who's gonna win at all, but I think what's been really nice so far is that no team has really had any easy victories, at least last tournament, and not this tournament either, even though we only had one game so far. I guess the easy game was the walkover one. But otherwise, it's been like close matches, and we have 10 minutes, well 11 minutes left of this to watch. Of course, Thorns is, in my opinion, one of the more defensive maps. It's kind of hard to get the flag and actually get out of the base. You know, you have this really big base with the small entrances, and you have to get in, get the flag, get out, and then have to deal with respawns. So so far both teams doing a good job of defending. CINC has won a few one-on-ones in his base, which is always good for the defender when he manages to do that, and not so good for the attacker. Although, of course, the defender can choose gun side while the attacker can't. It's interesting. It will be interesting to see how Relax Yuli team plays, because I haven't seen any of well, Yuli or Bluebee play for a while. I guess right now they are ahead in the score by quite a lot, and now they have a really good chance of getting the flag here. Admiral switching to SMG and going for CINC, but Bluebee dies in the middle of the field, and CINC manages to kill Admiral. So still good defending, good teamwork by Team CINC. Of course, Team Relax Yuli is also doing a good job because they haven't even really been close to losing a cap. Admiral back to Sniper, doing his usual switcheroo. Now going on the offensive again, but the two SMGs are back in blue base, so not much of an attack going on. CINC kind of out on a limb here, way far away from his base. Andy going the other way around here. I don't really know what he's doing, but I think Reptilia is going to manage things in the red base anyway and get the return. Not much to do there for Blueby. I mean, he was just completely surrounded, and this is what happens on Thorns, because you get in there and then you have respawns and they can pretty easily cover both entrances, and the hard part is getting his teammates to clear one entrance or just owning everything and clearing it on your own, but that's not really easy, although it can be done. CINC actually flaming the flag before Blueby even got close to him. Kind of an interesting defense tactic. I mean, I can't say I think it's very good, considering he wasted his flame for nothing and now he's almost dead. Blueby coming from the top here. Again, I was gonna say can't really do much, but it seems he can, because Admiral switches to SMG and has a really good situation here for the Relax Yuli team. But the flag is flamed, and that will save them, I think, unless Admiral does something crazy here, which I don't think he will. So good job again by CINC team avoiding that situation, although it was a really good job by Relax Yuli team to get into that situation at all. So far, advantage for Relax Yuli team. I mean, better score, more attempts at getting the flag, but it's really anyone's game, because this game is all about capturing the flag, you know. And if CINC team gets one good spawn, maybe up left or something, and manages to kill the defender, then they can get a score fairly easily. So we're still waiting for the interesting moment, sort of, in the game. Half game passed now, and as you see, Admiral killing stuff as usual. Blueby managing to stay in a positive score, despite running into the enemy base all the time. They're doing well, but they aren't capturing any flags so far. On the CINC team, of course, CINC is doing really well in defense, while the other two players they're trying. They aren't really getting close, but it's not about killing as well. It is about killing stuff, but it doesn't matter if they manage to get at one time kill both enemies. That's gonna be enough for a cap. Although they are kinda leaning on CINC right now, who is doing a good job in defense, also not just sitting in the base and going out helping his teammates in the midfield. Although that wasn't too good, runs into his own flame. And this could be a good situation for Relax Yuli. They have a 2-2 here, and CINC sort of throwing away another flame there. Reptilia dying, flaming the flag. Blueby will try to get here, but Andy should be able to handle this. Although Admiral is in the base as well, and he could do this if he gets 2 good kills here, but he doesn't. It was too low. So Relax Yuli, I feel they're getting closer to that cap, but we played 2/3 of the game now, and it's not at all unlikely that CINC team will manage to hold this at 0-0. Although this could be a dangerous attack here for CINC from Blueby. But Blueby's a bit slow here, I feel. He waited too long to get into the base. He was a bit too low, probably. And CINC manages to do what good defenders should do and hold that off. But Admiral comes in and kills everything. But unfortunately, I think Yuli took sort of the wrong way there, and he managed to spawn them both upper left while Admiral went that way. They had a really good chance there if only Admiral went down instead, which was sort of hard because he was up already. But a good attempt again, and now Yuli is out on the field here with Blue in defense. They are sort of equally strong in both points. I guess Yuli is the strongest defender, that's why he's defending, but they could switch around a bit if they want and not have a big problem with it. This is a good situation for CINC here. If they manage to get the kill on Blueby, they have a really good chance to kill Yuli as well. But it doesn't happen, and instead we have Admiral versus CINC one-on-one here in the red base, and Admiral, he does get the kill, but he tries to rush for the exit, which I think is a good tactic because he didn't have time to get the health and then go somewhere before respawns. But unluckily, well, not really. There's no luck involved in spawn control, but the CINC team player manages to get back in time. Now though, CINC is in trouble. He flames the flag and does get the kill. He's doing a really good job so far, I must say. Dies to Admiral, but Andy comes back and solves the situation. Less than 4 minutes now. And still Relax Yuli team really killing stuff, but not getting a flag. And on the CINC team, CINC himself, I think, is kind of carrying the defense here for their team, although he couldn't do it without his teammates' help, who keep going back at the right time. Ooh, Reptilia getting naded in the face here. This could be bad for CINC team. CINC is also kind of lonely here against 2 players. If he can get up there in time, he could get Blueby, but I think this could be a cap for the Relaxed Yuli team. Blueby is really low here, could die. But I think they will get all the way around and score. So there we have it, the first score of the game. Really good job by Relaxed Yuli here. Bit of a mispositioning by CINC team, and Blueby didn't make any mistake there when he took the flag the right way, and Admiral blocked off the respawns. So a sort of classic Thorns cap that, and now CINC team is in big trouble here, and they really have to go for this cap now. They have only 2 minutes, and CINC is still staying in defense. I disagree with this tactic. There's absolutely no way Reptilia and Andy are gonna be able to get the flag here alone against these 3 players. As you can see, Blueby is sort of defending. I mean, he's probably just waiting for one, kill him, and then go forward, but it doesn't matter because they aren't going to get past here. So this is sort of a situation where you can see which team is really good here, because it doesn't have to be the best team who's leading, but the hard part is managing to get back from 0-1 here. They need to do a good coordinated all attack now. It doesn't seem to be happening. Instead, Relax Yuli is doing a good job of keeping the pressure up without making a mistake. As you can see, Admiral stayed back here on his side of the map, controlled the spawns, made sure that even though Blueby killed everyone almost, the red team didn't spawn in blue on the blue side, which is sort of what they need. Here we have a good situation again, but unfortunately Reptilia kills himself. I'm not sure about how good that is. They're relying on Andy to win this one-on-one versus Yuli now, and he seems to be doing it. He does get him out of the base, but the rest of his team is dead, and that was a really good... It was good by Ulysses to back off there and wait for his teammates. And I wasn't really watching what they were doing, but it seems like they were doing a good job of killing everything else. Now we have 45 seconds, two caps. CINC still sort of far back in the base, and Reptilia going photon. This means that they are lost, pretty much. Even though Blue is also playing photon, but it doesn't matter. Relax Uli should get a cap here, I feel. Maybe not. I mean, this does give some hope to red team, but they have to sort of like they had to get the cap and then have a chain cap right away, and it's not gonna happen. Andy doing a fairly good job here of staying alive actually, but unfortunately it doesn't really matter right now because we have 3 seconds left, and 2 and 1, and it's over. So congratulations to Relax Yuli. And we will be back in a quarter of an hour at 1400 for the second semi-finals between OTA and CM, if I remember correctly. So final score 2-0 for RU. Next match in a quarter of an hour. See you then, guys. And don't forget that there is an IRC channel you can join on the stream page. I'm not doing myself right now, but you can go there and chat away if you want. I'll go around on some servers and spam the stream link so we get some more people. Also, if you're on the stream and you can only hear sound for some reason, I've had some problems with the stream today. You should on the stream window in the bottom right corner is a full screen button. Click that and then close full screen again, and you will see the whole screen. This is a bug. I don't know why it does that, but that should solve it. So see you in 14 minutes.
And that's his name. He was the lady rapper. He was the lady rapper.
You bet you sweet ass.
He was the lady rapper. He was the lady rapper.
Oh, damn, someone left for me.
He was the lady rapper.
Gonna steal your wallet.
He was the lady rapper.
She work it, girl, she work the bowl. She break it down, she take it low. She's fine as hell, she's about the dough. Doing a thing right on the floor. And money she making. Look at the way she's shaking. Make you wanna touch her, wanna taste her. Have you lusting for her? Gone crazy, face it. She's so much more than you used to. Knows just how to move to seduce you. She's gonna do the right thing, touch the right spot, dance in your lap till you're ready to pop. She's always ready when you want it. She want it like an info, the info. Show you where to meet her on the late night till daylight. The club jumping if you want a good time. She's gonna give you what you want. Baby, it's a new age. You like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. The smokes of the club all hazy. Spotlights don't do you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, ayo. I'm tired of using technology. Why don't you sit down on top of me? Ayo. I'm tired of using technology. I need you right in front of me. In a fantasy, it's plain to see just how it be on me. Backstroking, sweat soaking all into my set sheets. When you're ready to ride, I'll be ready to roll. I'll be in this bitch till the club close. What should I do on all fours? Now that shit should be against the law. Different style, different move. Damn, I like the way you move. Girl, you got me thinking about all the things I do to you. Let's get it poppin', shorty. We can switch positions from the couch to the counters of my kitchen. Baby, it's a new age. You like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. The smokes of the club all hazy. Spotlights don't do you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, ayo. I'm tired of using technology. Why do you sit down on top of me? Ayo. I'm tired of using technology. I need you right in front of me. Ooh, she won't sit. Ooh, she won't sit. She won't sit. I gotta give it to her. She won't sit. She won't sit. She won't it to her. I gotta give it to her. Maybe it's a new age. You like my new craze. Let's get together, maybe we can start a new phase. The smoke's at the club, all lazy. Spotlights don't do you justice, baby. Why don't you come over here? You got me saying, hey, oh, I'm tired of using technology. Why do you sit down on top of me? Hey, oh, I'm tired of using technology. I need you right in front of me.
Ser de oss?
Jag vet inte. Knacka igen.
Hur kom vi in hit?
Ingen aning.
Rosvillaroy, nu gick säger vi.
Va?
PVC söker juniora revisorer. Kolla, det står ju där.
Hej, det står ju revisor.
Boost your career.
Ja, klicka du där.
Ska jag?
Nej, dumbom, de där ute.
Ja, man ska klicka.
Ja, ja.
Får man jobb på PVC då?
Ja, om man är bra.
Ja, coolt.
I was sitting in my apartment surfing over the web. On the date side I found a girl, her name was Deb. She was looking kind of funny, but that's okay. So I took a picture of Brad Pitt to get myself laid. After chatting for a while, we decided to meet. We went to a bar, dancing to the beach. I tried to get her drunk with whiskey and beer. Out of nowhere, her sturdy boyfriend suddenly appeared. He beat me senseless, flesh and bone. All that was left of me was sticks and stones. I dragged myself home to my lonely flat yet again before